Hi, everybody. I just wanted to, first of all, acknowledge you for taking the time to watch this. I know that when you get an invitation to something, and we get invitations all the time to things, that it's hard to really differentiate which ones we're going to act on. And, there are certain invitations in life that we receive that really don't serve our purpose of why we're here. They don't help us continue to move forward in the direction of our dreams. So a lot of times we overcommit ourselves, and if this is not the right time for you to dive into this offer right now, I completely respect that. Life is busy, things are crazy sometimes, and you have to really ask yourself, do I have time to invest in something like this, or is now not the right time? So that's really for you to decide, and I'm not going to judge you based on your position in this at all. I just wanted to reach out to you. You are one of less than 12 people that I am offering this to, and in the end, we might only have 4 people that actually jump on this. I am going to run it, even if we only have 4 people. I believe enough reasons are in place right now. I've had a lot of people ask for support in this area, and I figured, you know what, there's no time like the present to just act upon it and go for it. And I'll tell you, I talk about this from experience, and that is why I know the power that is behind this offer that I'm going to give you today. And but I can't do the push-ups for you. It takes your dedication and your drive to absolutely change the way that stuff is going on for you right now. You might be struggling in 1 or 2 or more areas of your life. And pretty much everyone that I believe, every single person that I've invited to this is part of our amazing Isagenix team. For this period of time, I'm actually not going to be training anything about Isagenix, because I believe that in order for us to succeed in that business, we have a lot of work to do first, and that starts with right here. So I'm really excited to offer this to you, and I just know what it can do for you. So I hope that what you see today is actually going to inspire you to say yes and to link arms with myself and anyone else who says yes, so that we can actually see what can change for you in order to create the results that you want and the results that you deserve to have. So I'm going to share my screen if I can. And I have a PowerPoint presentation I'm going to share with you to just give you more detail about what this is that I'm talking about. All right, and my hope is that you're going to be able to see this. So slideshow, play from start. Here we go. So I call this Why Not You? And the reason I say that is that many of you are, this is common. This is not just one person. This is not just 4 people. This is quite a few people that come to me and say, I believe that it's possible for me to succeed in Isagenix. And I say yes to every single person that asks that question. Now, does that mean that everyone will succeed in Isagenix? No, I'd be silly to say that everyone will, because we all know and we all appreciate the fact that every single one of us is making a choice. And it comes from that, the choices we're making, the beliefs that we're listening to in our own mind, and the people that are taking the action to change those things and get over the limiting beliefs. So why not you? If you were to ask me today, can I succeed? I believe you can, but do you believe you can? So let's just take a look here, and I'll show you exactly what it is that I'm offering to you. Just keep in mind, this is free. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for anything other than commitment from you in order to really help you launch into the next dimension of your life, no matter how old you are. So why not you? Here's the basic steps. This is what it's all about. What is the difference between you and others who are already living the life of their dreams? So, this is a question I would ask you. Do they have different products and a different catalog? No, they don't. Do they have a different compensation plan? No, it's pretty much the same for everybody. The only difference would be if you started at the very beginning and you got all the bonuses, or if you've been in Isogenics for more than 6 months and you don't have those fast start bonuses anymore. That's the only difference. Do they have a different group of co-founders and a different corporate team? No, unless there's somebody that in your life that's succeeding in another network marketing company, and they do. So that would be a question that we might answer differently. Do they have the same 24 hours in the day? 7 days a week, 12 months of the year, etc. Yes, they do. Now, some of you might have answered no, because some of you may have made all the reasons why you have no time. And if that is you, if you're making that an excuse that you have no time to build your dreams, then hopefully by the end of this offer, you're going to see exactly how you are going to be moving in that direction of getting rid of that excuse. Would you believe this if I said the major difference is that there's something in between your left and your right ear that is holding you in a different place from those who are already successful? Another difference might be the actions you are or you're not taking. And I can certainly go into more depth about that, but some of you are taking action, and some of those actions are not serving you in your area of your core values. Something I recently read just this week actually was about if your core values are that you want to create abundance in your life and create time and financial freedom, but you're sitting and you're watching TV every night of the week, how is the TV program that you're watching and so addicted to helping you reach that goal that you want to achieve time and financial freedom? So every single thing that we're doing in our day is either helping us move us forward in reaching our dreams and our goals, or it's actually pushing us backward and preventing us from reaching those goals. So really check in with your core values. What are your core values? Is it health? Is it wellness? Is it freedom? Is it choices? Is it holiday time? Is it family? And if you're not aligning yourself with those core values, those are actions you are choosing to take or not to take. So that's just something to keep in mind. Another thing might be the time that you've invested in your personal development, or the lack of time that you've taken to invest in your personal development. Another thing might be that you're willing or not willing to change your current circumstances. All of these factors really do start with where your belief is at. So if your belief is lacking in any of those areas or any other area, there is a chance that you are avoiding, and maybe TV is a really easy way to avoid or distract yourself from moving in the direction of your dreams. That is all about belief. What I'm offering is a safe and supportive environment to facilitate personal growth for you over the next 30 to 45 days. There's only a select number of people who are being invited to this, and you are one of them. The expectations are the following. Okay, you can go up and tell Daddy. Okay, thank you. Toilet training is always so much fun. Good job, Kate. So, are you prepared to work on your mindset? That's the first question. Because if you're not prepared to work there right now, this will not be something that you're ready for. Do you have the drive and the determination to succeed? We can always say that we want this. We are desperate to have success. We want to change our circumstances, but it takes drive and determination and the never giving up mentality to do that. Are you willing to come from that place? Are you willing to push yourself outside your comfort zone? Some of you are saying no. And when you say no, I don't think this will happen. Success can happen in many different ways, but comfort is what keeps us stuck. So when you get outside that comfort zone, that's where the magic truly happens. So I encourage you to really ask yourself if you're willing to do that right now. And will you commit to a 30 to 60 minute per day investment to work on your mindset and your belief system? This is so, so important. I personally invest more than 30 to 60 minutes a day on my personal mindset and my belief system. Much of that time comes before bed. I do not watch TV. And if I do, it's very, very, very rare. I could actually get rid of cable altogether, but my husband loves it. But it's very rare for me to ever turn on the TV. But what I do is I put great stuff into my brain every night before bed. So the majority of my personal growth and development happens before I hit the pillow and turn out my light. But I'm doing it in the comfort of my bed, and I love that. It's just the best way to end my day. Sometimes I just sit in the bathtub and I read until my water is cold. I mean, I have 3 kids. I'm making it a priority that when they're in bed, I'm taking time for me. Are you ready to break through in order to create the results that you want in your life? If you're absolutely ready and you're ready to jump through this computer right now and say, yes, I'm ready, I don't need to know anymore, then that's exciting. I do encourage you to keep, taking a look at what this is, because I know that if by the end of this presentation, you are ready to press send on your email or your text message to say, yes, I'm all in, then that's fantastic. If there's something holding you back right now and you have some doubts about this, then by all means, listen to that inner voice and say, you know what? Why am I holding myself back? What is it that I'm so afraid of? Why am I stopping myself every time I'm thinking that maybe this is the next thing for me? Why am I self-sabotaging my own success? Because it does start from that place. It's all about where you're at. If you're not happy with your current results, let's take time to find out why and how we can change them. So, it takes us years, if not decades, or even a lifetime to create within us those limiting beliefs and those doubts we have about ourselves and the stories we've created about our lack of success and why we aren't where we want to be. 30 to 45 days together will just honestly scratch the surface. I'm not going to say that all your problems will be solved, all the solutions will be in your hands. But what I will tell you is that this is creating a habit to invest in your own personal growth every single day for the rest of your life. This is not a quick fix by any means. The day you invest in personal growth and the day you commit to it every single day is the day you get better and better and better than you were yesterday. Not better than anyone else, better than you were yesterday. Successful people will admit, and I've heard this time and time again, I listen to successful people, I do what they do, I take their advice very seriously, and every single successful person that I've ever followed, they admit that they spend more time on their own personal growth than they do on anything else. Are you willing to invest the time? That's a serious question to ask. Some of you are already coming up with all the excuses and reasons why you cannot invest the time. 30 to 60 minutes a day is not a lot of time, right? It's really not. But you have to ask yourself if you're willing. What is the alternative though? If you're not willing, if you choose not to change your mindset, how will life look in a year from now, 5 years, 10 years from now? And ask yourself the serious question, how do you feel about that? Like, how does that look? How does that feel if in 10 years you've not changed and you're still where you're at, or possibly worse than where you are? Belief, action, and results. So your belief determines your actions. Your action determines your results. And if you're not happy with your results, it is imperative that you change your belief system. It all starts there. The exciting part of this is that we all have a choice. Either we can go on living with regret about our results and continue to make excuses about why we are where we are, or we can make a conscious choice to change our thoughts and beliefs in order to change our results. Are you looking to change your results? And if you are, let's change your beliefs and your actions. Ordinary people are getting extraordinary results, and that can be you. It's not about this special, amazing, extremely educated individual that's succeeding. It's not about an age category. It's not about anything in particular other than just ordinary people getting extraordinary results. You can too. The question is, do you believe that to be true? Do you believe that you can achieve those success results? And if not 100% sure that you believe that yet, are you willing and ready to change that belief so that you can catapult into the next dimension of your life? Stop sitting on the bleachers. And I love this. This is something actually that Mike Dallaire recently shared with me. Stop sitting on the bleachers. Are you ready to get into your life? My purpose in this, and obviously every single one of you, I believe, knows who I am, Tara Cooper. My purpose is offering this 30 to 45 day session to support you in your personal growth journey. I don't want you to ever feel alone. And that's not what this is. If you're ever feeling alone, that is something in your mindset that you need to overcome. You are never alone. When you feel the need for support, you've got to reach out and ask for it. There are so many resources and ways to feel plugged in and that you're never alone again. A few more things to consider and commit to. I will accept no excuses, honestly. This is not going to be a justification, justifying your situation or anything else. There will be no venting or negativity in the group. I'm going to create a group either on Facebook or on the website that will allow us to log in and communicate. We all experience personal challenges. I do too. And I'm not there to vent it out or bring anybody down with my negative energy. I will not do that, and I will not appreciate if anyone tries to do that either. That's not what this is. We do have challenges, yes, I agree. We will be discussing solutions to help you, and that's the exciting part. There is a requirement. You must commit to participation in the group, and on the weekly calls is mandatory. If the weekly calls don't work for your schedule, I will not accept that you're just getting on the recorded calls. It's just not going to work that way. I've done that in the past, and it actually does not serve a purpose at all. It actually wastes my time, to be quite honest. It wastes my time, and I'm not here to just waste my time. I'm here to help you. And I really feel that the best value that everybody gets from this is when they participate in the live call. And it's not a teaching session. I'm not teaching and preaching and doing all that kind of stuff. We're actually learning together and creating a supportive environment to help one another in that group. If you cannot commit to the participation portion, you are free to join us when you can at a later date when I offer this again. This is the first time I'm offering this specific one. I've done many others with other great resources and tools that have been very successful. But if this is not going to work for you now, then you will have another chance. Layers are deep. To move forward in the direction of our dreams, it does require taking a huge shift in our thinking. You may not be ready right now, and that's okay. It's not for me to judge. If you're not ready, I suggest that you pause to reflect on where that is taking you in your life, your relationships, your career, or your business, and every other area of your life. It's still not for me to judge, but that's a question that you want to ask yourself. If I'm not ready to do this, why not? And how does that feel? How is that acting in my life? Like what kind of results am I getting by not being open to changing my mindset? When you're ready, you owe it to yourself to go through the process that you deserve to go through. It is a process. I'm not going to say it's a fast, quick, easy thing. It is a process. If you're ready to peel back the onion layers, and I like to put that in brackets or in quotations, because this is about peeling back some onion layers. Is it going to be easy? For some of us, it'll be very, very heart-wrenching. It could even be very emotional. But this is part of the journey. This is part of the process. And it takes that kind of level of peeling back the layers to really step into your true potential. And I look forward to this journey with you because it is absolutely an amazing one. So what next? If you are interested in joining us on this journey, you must, as soon as possible, purchase a hard copy of the book, The Success Principles by Jack Canfield. I do not suggest that you get a borrowed copy or electronic copy, and just trust me on this one. You're going to want to make notes in your margins. You're going to want to dog-ear the pages. You're going to want to mark up this book and highlight and underline and all those things. It will become your favorite book for personal growth that you will never want to lend to anybody because this is your personal copy. So that's as soon as possible. You should be able to get it in any major bookstore. And I know that if you are not in a region that you can just walk into a bookstore today, there are ways that you can get it very quickly through online ways. So, that should not be an excuse at all. As soon as possible, purchase a notebook dedicated to your personal growth for this 30 to 45 days and beyond. You may fill a book, you may fill 4 books. It's up to you how much you write in that book, but there are going to be personal homework for every single person. And if you're not willing to do the homework, you're really not going to get the results you deserve. So again, it's the choices we're making and the actions we're taking. So I really highly recommend that you get that notebook that you can dedicate to this. As soon as possible, get back to me with your commitment via email or text message. I don't mind whichever way you want to do it. So it's Tara@taracooper.ca, or my text message is 1-705-718-8385. And before Monday, November 17th, I'd like you to write a brief statement of what your intentions are over the next 30 to 45 days. Write it with pen and paper because I feel that it holds more value than typing it. It really comes from a different level of awareness. And write it in your notebook. Date it the day that you write that down. So your intentions over the next 30 to 45 days. And it might be as simple as, I want to step into changing my mindset, or I want to change my negative belief system, or I want to overcome all my limiting beliefs, whatever that might be. The more specific that you can be, though, the more I believe that you're going to get out of this, because when your intentions are very specific, then, you know, those things, I always find that when I put paper and pen together and I put out an intention, you know, it's pretty much impossible for it not to happen because I've put my mind in that place. So date it, send me a photo of it, either on your smartphone, take a photo, text it to me. I can receive photos, no problem. Or you can email a picture to me, or you can even scan it if that's easier for you. Whichever way you want to do it, please make sure that you just get that to me before Monday, November 17th. I look forward to assisting you along your journey, and I do appreciate, and I hope that you do too, that we are required to do our own push-ups. Nobody else can do that for you. As much as I want to see every single one of you succeed, and I believe each of you can, I cannot do the work for you. I can only do the work for myself. And I know what that work has done for me over the last 5 years. And I know where I will not cut corners. And number one is I will not cut corners when it comes to my mindset and my belief system. There are way too many negative influences and people and circumstances in life that can just drag us down and make us almost want to quit everything we're doing. And I'm not willing to ever be stopped. I have an unstoppable mindset. Yes, does that mean that I have some bad days? Absolutely, I have bad days. Everybody does. But how long do I stay there? How long do I allow that negativity to infect my moment in life? You know, it really is choice. So my hope for you is that through this next 30 to 45 day journey, that you're going to see a total shift in how you are thinking. Yes, it's true. It's hard to, you know, it's hard. There are some parts that are really hard. You are where you are right now because of the choices you've made in your life. I'm not trying to be mean. That's just the truth. You have within you the potential to change your results if you have a strong enough desire. It can't just be, yes, I'd like to, but you're not willing or motivated to do so. And I see a lot of that happening. There are a lot of people that say they really want something to happen, but they're not willing to do the push-ups. The only way that you can fail is if you quit, and you've heard that before. You never know when you're on the cusp of a breakthrough. So never quitting is the only way that you'll ever get towards those dreams you deserve to live. The day you quit is the day that that breakthrough may have happened. And we know that quitting lasts forever, but obstacles and challenges are just temporary, and we can just get through those. You are personally the greatest asset in your life. It's time to start investing daily in your own personal growth. You know, we invest in so many other areas of life, but when you consider that you are the biggest asset and that without you, your life really would crumble, right? You can't be a mother, a father, a parent, a sibling, you know, a coworker, whatever your title is, whatever you are, you can't be that person without you, right? And if you're just molding to the desires of everybody else, then you're not yourself. And maybe this is the time to step into your authentic self and find out who the true you really is. So with that, guys, I'm really excited to, you know, see where this goes. And I'm also very excited to see who is going to be ready to take this on. So guys, this is the book, and I don't want to scare you. I'm not a big reader, but when it comes to personal growth and development, I read like crazy. This is a thick book, And as you can see, I'm actually going through it for the second time in the last 5 years. I put this book on the shelf for about 4.5 years. And thank goodness my cousin actually reminded me of how fantastic this book was, that I decided to take it off my shelf and reread it. And when I did that, it's funny how the universe works, because when I did that, I had so many people on our team that were struggling, were looking for some advice and support. And number one, all the time for me, comes back to mindset and belief. And you know what? If we don't have the right mindset and we don't have the right belief system, there's not a lot of action that can be taken in a business to succeed, because when that mindset and that belief is holding us back like an anchor, there's only so far we can go. And when we allow the belief and the mindset to shift, those beliefs and mindsets can actually take us like a shooting star to levels we've never even seen before. So ask yourself, are my beliefs and my mindset holding me back like an anchor, or are they helping me shoot through the stars, into the galaxy, into the universe? You know, what is it for you? So I can't wait. And I have no details right now on the calls, but if you are interested in this, please get back to me as soon as possible so that we can organize a time that works for everybody. And, you know, unfortunately, there might be 1 or 2 people it doesn't work for, and that's just something that has to be done. But I will do my very best to make it work for every single one of you. So, and with that, guys, have a fantastic night, fantastic week ahead, and I can't wait to get started on this ASAP. Take care.